Welcome to Module 6. We are going to continue the exploration of racism, sexism, unequal access to resources, social class discrimination, maybe ableism or ageism are also categories. These are categories in which resources are unequally allocated. Now, if you remember from our last unit, we examined discrimination, okay, and how sometimes that's an individual conscious thing. It involves a power differential. People are excluded from access to resources differentially, merely based on characteristics. But remember, this too can be an institutional arrangement. It need not concern itself with a person making a conscious decision. It can be embedded in the rules, policies, in medicine, in education, in the criminal justice system. All of these are sites where we have an overwhelming amount of evidence that their resources are allocated unequally. They're called structural racism or structural discrimination, or structural racism, or structural sexism, and so forth. Okay, these happen. Okay, in this module, what we're going to look at in Module 6 is how these play out. Remember that social institutions are they're the giants upon which society stands. Southern New Hampshire University, for example, is part of an educational framework. They guide our actions on a broad scale. Imagine areas like healthcare, education, politics, economics, family life, the media, and for many researchers, sometimes religion as well. They're the scaffolding that supports society's fundamental needs. However, as they're structured in certain ways, they also have policies that tend to misallocate or unequally allocate resources. We're going to take a look at a closer look at some of these: the education system, politics, and religion. In this module, you'll engage with primary source materials, original research texts that illuminate these themes. Your discussions will focus on how disparities in educational funding highlight wider stratification. We'll explore a critical question: what does it mean to say that education reflects social stratification? Draw on your understanding of structural racism, social class, and stratification to initiate your discussion. Also, please keep progressing on your final project. Remember, it's due at the end of Module 7. Thank you.